Yeah, Prissy, don't let me prompt you to go before you go. Just go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Evan.
Awesome. Now it feels quite weird. It's always a matter of, okay, what do I say after that? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, thanks for joining us from the comfort of your homes, offices, I mean, wherever you might be. We pleased to come your way with yet another episode. And today is one of those days where we don't necessarily have a specific topic, but we'll just have fun, right? And so, as usual, please go out there, share the feed, let your family and friends know that it's time for Dear One. And hey, um, we would really appreciate your input as well, your comments. I mean, let's really get it very interactive. And so, hey, Prissy, how's it going from Studio B or Studio Q?
It's nice out there today. I think today the temperature is better. At least I can just walk around in just a sweater. I don't need to
Okay,
pack.
okay,
I don't need to layer. So it's a
okay.
bit. It's not bad. It's the cold is not too cold. Yeah,
Yeah, the cold is not too
it's
cold.
not too cold.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, as usual, when you come out here, let's know you here. Shoot a hello or a hi, and then yeah, we'll bring you into the conversation as well. Okay. So, by the grace of God, we um, celebrated our 13th marriage anniversary. And again, I always like to put it into perspective and also add that, but we've been lovebirds for almost, I think
That'll
that's
be 19.
19 years, yeah, almost close to 20 years. So it feels quite like a long time. It feels like, yeah, with some old people sitting out here, but yeah, we just young people trying to do old things. Anyway, yeah. So it's not. We will not put it as lessons per se, but we'll just put out some realities that we came to experience as we got married. Maybe right from the relationship time till we got married. And so, and I know that these are things that might apply to a number of us because these are not really unique to any set of people. Okay, and so let's cut to the chase and let's get right in. And if I would start, I want to say that one one thing that we should know going into marriage, or yeah, let me say marriage specifically, is you need to be happy with what you see with your spouse to be whilst you're in a relationship, right? If you don't love the one you see in that relationship, marriage changes nothing. In fact, it might get worse. And so if you have a if you are someone who is that very very particular about time and all, and you have a spouse who doesn't care, doesn't give a hoot, get used to it. Convince yourself that that is how it's going to stay for life before you sorry, you move further into marriage. Again, as you join, shoot a hello, shoot a hi, so we know who is here with us. And so nothing, not much will change, right? So Prissy, between myself and you, who is more particular about time? Who is always the one late?
I am time conscious
You are time conscious, okay.
just because of how we're trained in boarding school.
Oh, but I also
So
attended. So come on, what?
No, you were in the boys.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Oh God. Now at
We
this
had
point,
the proper Catholic training. So
okay. So that is the reality, and you just need to you just need to come to terms with it. Okay, now so something happened some years back, right?
yeah.
And and this is it. Usually when I'm flying, okay, I sort of don't see much. I know there are reasons for it, but I don't see the reason why I should be at an airport like 4 hours before a flight, whilst I could be using that time for something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the days we were traveling out of the country, and it was like nothing was happening. I mean, I think we went shopping or something, and after that, I came back to my desk and was working, like trying to work on stuff before actually going to the airport. Now it got to a point we realized that, oh no, we are almost late for having to
I
catch
think
the
it
flight.
was actually traffic.
Exactly. So when we set out, at a point we were stuck in a lot of traffic, and so I think at a point we got the one who would be driving the car back to the house to actually stop a motorbike, get the luggage on the motorbike. Prissy, did you join the motorbike
Yeah, I
as well?
joined the motor.
Okay. So
You know
Prissy
that day,
and go
that
ahead.
day you were working, like I was
Yeah,
really angry and pouted. Like,
yeah,
what is this guy doing?
yeah. I just don't see the sense in going to sit at an airport and just wait, right? Yeah. And so you guys jumped on the bike and I was still driving and I
I
said, okay,
didn't want to sit on the motorbike.
yeah. You guys should go there and at least check in and then we'll see
Checking
what.
the bags before.
Yeah, exactly. Before I get there. So yeah, finally they got to the airport and all, but unfortunately,
We're late.
they said we were late. We were late. So when I got there, blah blah blah, rushed into the terminal and all. I mean, we couldn't make that trip. And unfortunately, it was 2 flights to get us to our destination, right? And so it meant that we had missed out on both flights. Of course, if you can make the first leg, then you can make the second leg as well. And so these are things that seem trivial when you are really in love, you think you are, but they could have serious repercussions. And till date, nothing has changed about me. I
Yeah.
would rather time the thing and say that, hey, okay, maybe let me just get there like an hour before or something. And so if something small happens to derail the whole effort, then I'll be in trouble, right? I
And
just
sometimes
don't.
I would be pressuring you and you
Yeah.
like,
But
don't give me pressure. No, then I just get angry.
yeah, exactly. Because and I don't know where that came from, but I just feel like it's a lot of waste of time to. Because okay, on a normal day, I feel I don't even have enough time to do whatever I have to do, right? And so if I have to go wait at an airport, and because of sometimes the sounds and everything, you can't really focus and get some good work done, right? So yeah, let me do it at home and then just time it, know how long the drive will be, and then just drive
And
out there.
I remember it was the same with when we're making arrangements to get married. So
Okay.
I was worried about, oh, let's get this stuff, let's get this stuff.
Yeah.
And Chema was like, if you have money, you go one day, you get everything.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
at a
Yeah.
point, I was getting angry.
Yeah.
We had to literally use, like, remember, almost like just one Saturday to get most of the stuff. Because I am the type that prefer to like get everything and put down and then know that yes, I have everything sorted. This one is like, no, you have money, you go one day, you get everything.
it's because most times we guide our lives with sayings or supposedly wise sayings that were premised on something, on some foundation. So, for example, if someone says that, okay, if you want to marry, buy stuff in bits so that, by the time you're ready, everything is ready. But that wise saying, was premised on someone not having money at that particular time. And so they thought it was wise to just do it gradually, right? And so if you think through and it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you have money and you go to any market, in a day you can buy all that you need.
I still stick to getting it
the
gradually.
old wise saying, okay, some things never change. They will never change, right? And like, for example, on the build up to the marriage ceremony, ladies usually would want to start buying stuff, getting, okay, I need to arrange for my dress, I need to arrange for my, hey, some few hours to the time, we just go jump into a suit and then, that's all. I mean, that's as simple as that. Yeah, so don't expect some things to change. So again, if you don't think there are things you comfortably live with, you can comfortably live with, then you need to really reconsider. Prissy, you have something to push out?
Okay, so also I know that, I don't know if it's generally with men, when we are traveling, I tend to pack a lot. Van will just pick one or two clothes and say, let's go. Where are you carrying all those bags to? So I remember when we're coming to US, it was the same. I had gotten clothes for all the kids. And I was like, why are you packing all these clothes? He literally made me leave African stuff because I wanted to pack a lot of food, and I was like, no, why are you taking all this? Let's just take one bag. But
it's not like you're going.
I think packing helped me when I came. I'm glad I didn't listen.
It's not like you're going to Antarctica or something where there are no shops. Maybe there will be shops in Antarctica, but when there are no shops and anything, you're going to a place where you can easily go get stuff to buy. Why on earth are you going to burden yourself? And I am sure the luggage allowance or baggage allowance that is given by airlines was given because of ladies. Yeah, because I mean, why?
And we had to take advantage of that allowance.
Oh God, no! You don't you don't have to use it. Like, you only use it when needed. And on most travels I've done, no matter how far, which continent it is, I just pick a backpack. I have my PC in there. I have my clothes in there. I have everything I'll need in there. Hey, we go. Yeah, life is simple. You can't make it so difficult for yourself, right? Yeah. So I don't know if it's a general thing, but generally I know women love packing more stuff when
we have
when
to
they
change clothes here.
Yeah, exactly. And anything else crosses your mind?
Okay. So again, I remember our tour in Europe. So again, I like for us to maybe book accommodation and then know where next we are going. Like when we get our next destination, Van would wait. We'll land at the airport. Then when we are at the airport, you look for the next internet and try looking for the next available accommodation. And I'm like, why? Even when I'm flying to Denver and coming, sometimes you wait when I'm about coming. I'm like, is it not more expensive booking?
Yes. So that is exactly what adds spice to life. Okay? You need to add spice. You can't live your life. You can't make your life so boring. Like, everything is planned, everything is scheduled. I find it so boring. And so, just to expand on what Prissy is saying, if we're traveling out, say like for vacation or something, I find it so boring to know that on day 1 we are doing A, on day 2 we're doing B. What's that? How can you live such a boring life? So this is what we rather do. And of course, I mastermind that. We get into the country, and then, okay, where are we going to sleep? Okay, we sleep here. Then, as we get in, okay, what can we do the next day? Then we move. It makes it so exciting. I mean, I might be wrong, but that is actually what adds. What is the fun in going out there and saying, okay, on day one, we'll go here, on day two, we'll go. No, it's not. In fact, what, and between myself and Prissy, I think I like surprising you more, because I don't like scripted things. Just like we do Dear Van. I mean, on Dear Van, we just come here. We don't script anything. We just come and flow. I feel speaking that way, or that is more from the heart. You get what I mean? Instead of structuring things, scripting things, and all, right? Yeah.
But for people who want things planned, like they've planned their way out, they know that from here it gives them a lot of anxiety. So sometimes I am like, so what at all is wrong with my husband? And so I have learned to like have faith and patience, because I get to a place and I don't know where I'm going to. And I remember, because of that, last time we landed in a very far away village in Germany.
Okay.
You remember Steinbockenheim?
Yeah, Steinbockenheim, yeah.
How long was the journey from the conference location?
From Frankfurt to Steinbockenheim, maybe 2 hours or something.
Yes.
If I remember.
Just because we did not book accommodation before the time. And one day we ended up being hungry.
No, that is the
only restaurant.
That is the reason. I remember that restaurant. So
the only restaurant in the village had closed.
That's
so the we couldn't eat.
No, Prissy, let me come in. That's the reason why you remember it till today. This has been years ago, but you still remember it because it was fun. And when we got to the village, very serene and quiet village, very, very nice. But there was only one restaurant there, and they had closed. They don't operate on some days, or they closed by 3 p.m. 3 p.m. or so. When we got in, maybe around 4 p.m.
No, that day we didn't go to the conference because we were tired of the trip. So, and that day they didn't operate, and we didn't know, and we didn't have food. So I remember lying in bed, kissing.
It's fun. I mean, you don't, and I don't think till now anything has changed. And so again, learn to, and I'm good that has built very good Christian values in you. It has helped you build Christian values, long suffering, faith. You know that definitely we'll go through, but you don't know how we'll go through.
I remember snacking on the biscuits and angrily.
You can't, I mean, it's, and I think the only reason I do all that is because sometimes I think those things are trivial, like really planning for such things are trivial. When we get there, we'll cross the bridge. That's how I process things. When we get there, we'll cross. So I know it usually what happens is that if I have to book tickets, I book it like almost next to the flight. And because of that, we get to pay more. But sometimes you might never know. You would have so many things to do and you would want to change your plans or something. Why do you go commit to something like months ahead?
So, for that one, I still don't agree with you.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, nothing has changed. So, and I don't foresee anything changing.
And one thing I have also, because of that, I also make my own plans.
Okay.
When I'm going somewhere with Van, because I know that he's a last minute person. So if I have to carry something along, that would save me some embarrassment. I do. Yes.
I so again, life. Maybe I don't want to sound so spiritual on this, right? But you see, the birds of the air and all, they don't take thought of tomorrow, you know. Why do we worry ourselves about what is yet to come? What is about, hey, if it comes, we'll cross it, right? It's pretty simple, right? Okay, then this also brings me to another realization we that hit us when we got married some 13 years ago. So it was a very nice ceremony, right from the. So what we did was to fuse the traditional marriage ceremony and the church marriage ceremony on the same day. We had it on the same day. So in the morning, we went to do the traditional. In the maybe mid morning, I think 11 a.m. No, 1 p.m. We now went to the church to have the ceremony. And after that, we had the reception.
Reception, yeah.
Now, after all that, I mean, of course, we were having fun. It was dark. It was late in the evening, blah, 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 and all. Then we drove back to the house. And all of a sudden, we were hit with the reality that we've been left alone. So all the fanfare and everything and all the people who were seeing actually came to an end. And it was quite a harsh reality, but at that point we knew that, okay, the marriage will be between the two of us and not anyone else. Because you have people going around helping with stuff, organizing stuff and all, and you feel like, oh, yeah, you have people. Yeah, like, yeah. After that, everyone went home. Everyone. And that was a wake-up call for us to know that, hey, this is the marriage we were actually.
I remember asking you, so just the two of us.
Yeah.
Is that the reality? So everything is over. All this party, I thought it was going to be a never-ending party.
Yeah. You think that
all over, but like just the two of us. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right. And so this is to say that if your marriage is hinged on anything apart from the two of you, you are in for trouble. Then you would see that, okay, now everyone left you, but you don't feel that the one by you is enough for you to have the marriage or to make the marriage work. And so it's a very interesting experience that after all is said and done, it comes to the two of you. And so if you think that it was someone who forced you to get married to someone else, that is when that reality will dawn on you. And it wouldn't be a funny experience at all, right? And so, hey, it was quite...
Or if you are going out with someone because of what your friends would think about the person, eventually it will just be left with the two of you. Your friends will not be there.
They'll go home.
About who you can be with when your friends are not around.
Absolutely. It sounds like a subtle experience, but very, very powerful. You should be comfortable being with the person when no one else is around, and that is when you know that, okay, this is someone you can be with. If it was due to some, or you like the person due to some influence here and there, then you know you are in for trouble. I agree. Okay, Prissy, you have anything else you want to bring up? Oh, and okay, so let me point this out. Another thing or another realization we've come to is that don't expect your spouse to react the way you will react if you do something for your spouse, or you um, you should know your spouse, and you should know what moves the needle and what doesn't move the needle, right? Like I'm sure Prissy would tell you that. I hear people will have their wives come and maybe rub their hands on their head and maybe heap praises on them, and then they'll do anything they want them to do. You are in the wrong house. Personally, none of those things move me. I am super, super, super.
I call him Pharaoh sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah. Because that things don't move me. No. Don't. So if you receive such advice from your parents that okay, do this to your husband, and no, you came to the wrong husband. Certain things don't move me, and it's funny enough, the very simple things that rather so you don't need to necessarily consciously try to do anything, but if I really sense that okay, this person like gives me a lot of respect, this person is really into whatever we're doing, that is enough. If you can't do all those things, advice you hear from your parent, it doesn't.
Okay, there is also one thing I want to say that so with Van, initially before I thought that okay, if I needed something, my husband should know that I need something, so he should get it for me. But I realized that no, if you need something, ask.
Yeah.
Don't assume that the person is God and all knowing and will be in your head and know that you need something. You should ask, or maybe the person was not brought up in that way to know that you need this. So you should open your mouth and ask. So that is one thing I also learned.
Awesome. Because you just marry someone and all of a sudden the person has to play God and know what you need. It should be itemized. It should be listed. Yeah, I think maybe Pharaoh is not a good name, but yeah, exactly. And and there was I think this so personally I don't like it if and Prissy will have a different say to this, but I don't like it for maybe Prissy to go to town, see some clothes and buy for me. I don't like it. But she thinks I don't like that because when we're in a relationship, I bought her some clothes and she laughed at me. She said, "What kind of these?" And she laughed. So she thinks it's because of that I don't like that. But personally, like, yeah, I really don't like.
You know that how the matching attire that people do.
Yeah.
Like, you do that for Van. Van would never wear that attire.
You wear matching attire. I hate that with passion. I hate that. So the man and the woman will wear the same thing and what? No. So Prissy buy something similar.
Or sometimes I buy fabric and he's like, I'm not wearing this. Yeah. And then the thing will hurt me because I really put in money. But then sometimes he wears it without knowing. Occasionally he'll go and pick it and wear.
Yes, when you are not wearing, then then it's more fun. I mean, it's like you wear something, your husband wears the same thing. Like, yeah, you guys are twinning. You are. Oh God, you guys are really twinning. I mean, yeah. So these are.
I think. Sorry, I think for me, I feel that Van doesn't want to be predictable. That is what I see about him. He doesn't want to feel like you can predict him. So
I perfectly agree.
He would intentionally not want you to do something, especially maybe sometimes I surprise you and you're like,
Yeah, I can't act surprised when I don't want to be surprised, right? So I'll still have my straight choleric face. Okay, yeah, and then yeah, and it's maybe I was, because I was created in the image of God. I have the nature of God, right? Yeah, so you can't just predict God, right? Yeah, he's a God who truly hides himself. You can't just pinpoint him and put him in a box and say, hey, you expect God to do this and that. Yeah, so again, in summary, these look like very subtle experiences, right? But these form the basis of relationships. If you can really know and understand what moves your spouse, what doesn't move your spouse, then you're on the right path. And again, don't expect your spouse to change from what you knew when you married. I don't see myself, and Prissy, you would agree. Most times, if say I have even planned something, a trip for the family or something, I want to hide it, drive them, we land there, then they go like, oh, we are here. That's me.
Yeah, the kids will be like, where are we going to? And where are we going? And how long is it going to take to get there?
Exactly. Then I tell them in Ewe, Waduafianya, when you get there, you will know. Because I don't want to be predictable. Prissy, I think you got it. Yeah, I don't want to. I want people to be surprised, but I don't want to be surprised. And that,
you hate surprises, but you always want to surprise.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is just a few of the experiences we've had over the 13 years of marriage. We will come your way again next week, possibly with a continuation of this. Let us know which of them you can relate to the more in the comment section. So thanks once again for joining us this week. As usual, always remember that no two relationships are the same. Thank you, cheers, and bye for now.
Bye.